You don't have to smoke. Be your own person. Have your own mindset. If you really sit back and think about how much money you done spent in a year or in a couple months on weed, you'll probably be mad at yourself. Why in the world do you need to smoke and get high to do the regular things in life? All your problems and the things that you was dealing with, you was running from, it's going to be right there again. You're not a lame if you're not smoking. To be real with you, you're more stronger than everybody else because, yo! What's up, everybody? Your boy is back again. So today's topic is going to be one that I feel like I need to speak about because I feel like it's destroying our generation. I'm going to be talking about weed and what it's doing to our generation and what it's doing to people. So I feel like I am capable to talk about this because I also went down that same trap. For those who are new here, my name is Amir. I'm 26 years old. And this channel is about wellness, this channel is about mindfulness, and this channel is about getting closer to God. And basically, we just on a journey together to become the best person, the best version of ourselves that we can be. So, before we start anything, make sure that you leave a like. That'll help YouTube algorithm show our video to people who need the show. And don't forget to leave a comment. Comment about how your year is going so far. Comment about the things that you have accomplished so far. And also, don't forget to leave a subscription. The reason you leave a subscription is because you don't want to miss any of the videos and the topics and things that I'm putting out throughout the year. I post twice a week. I post Tuesdays and Thursdays, every Tuesday and Thursday. So make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that I'm putting out. So yeah, let's get to talking about this. My name is Amir. Like I said before, I'm 26 years old, and I fell through the trap of smoking weed and like falling into the trap of thinking that weed is cool. Just to give a little background, I'd say my first time really smoking weed was 12th grade. Like it really took off summertime of 12th grade, my senior year, going to college. Me and my cousin, we would buy weed and we would just experiment. Like we would smoke weed here and there, and like we like how I feel and stuff of that nature. It turned from that summer to something that I started doing a lot, and I had to quit because I went to the military. But when I came back, I indulged into it again, and now I'm off of it, and I'm trying to explain and tell and show y'all how it's really not as good as everybody make it seem. People who know me, my nickname used to be Smokey because I always stayed with weed. Like everybody knew me, I always had something on me, you know. So that was the nickname that they gave me, was Smokey, because I was always smoking. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I'm gonna talk about weed and how it's destroying our generation is it's super addictive. A lot of people, they want to act like it's not addictive. They want to act like it's natural and stuff like that, but weed is very, very, very addictive. It's really so addictive that people don't even know that they're addicted to it, you know. People, they will get their first high and they'll try to chase and find that first high, or try to get back to the way that they felt the first time they smoked, which you would never happen. Like you would, no matter if you take a break, no matter how long you take a break and you try to smoke again, you will never feel the same way you felt the first time you smoked. And that makes it super addictive because now you're trying to rely on finding that first high. You're trying to get back to how I felt the first time you smoked. You know, I fell through that too as well. I remember the first time I smoked, I remember how I felt, and I kept chasing it. That's why I kept smoking more, because I tried to feel that same feeling that I did the first time, which it would never happen. You would never feel the exact same way that you felt the first time you smoked. Second thing with how weed is super addictive is when you smoke a lot of weed, you'll end up having to rely on it. You'll end up having to smoke to do basic things of life. Like it used to be to a point I used to smoke so much that I used to have to smoke before I eat. Like, you know how crazy that is? You can't even eat food. You know, I have to smoke, get high before I'm able to ingest and take in food. Like, if I was trying to take in food without smoking, I would feel nauseous. I would feel bad. But if I smoked and then ate, then I'll feel okay. I feel like I could eat. And that's not good at all. Why in the world do you need to smoke and get high to do the regular things in life, like eat food, or like work out, or like go hang out with your friends and stuff like that? Or sleep. Like, why do you need to smoke and get high to be able to do the normal things of life? That's not good at all, you know. And so this is why I'm making this video, to put insight on that and to try to help people recognize these things. The third thing about addictiveness is it becomes a coping method for people. A lot of people smoke weed and they say that it helps them with their anxiety, it helps them with social skills like being able to talk to people, or it helps them forget about their problems or take the edge off of things. But in reality, it's not really a coping method, because you'll smoke and you'll get high and you'll be high for 1 or 2 hours or however long you are, and then you come back to reality and all your problems and the things that you was dealing with, you was running from, is going to be right there again. Maybe even be 10 times harder than what it was before, you know? So that's definitely not a good coping method. There's so many other things you could do in this world for a coping method. You could go work out in the gym, like lift weights. You could go for a run, you know what I mean? You could read a book. You could actually get a therapist and talk to your therapist. You know, it's a lot of things that you can do in this world that's way better, a way better coping method than smoking weed. Now we're going to talk about society. I believe that society has a major role when it comes to how weed is affecting our generation. I believe that it's one of the biggest things. First, we're going to talk about how smoking weed has become normalized. Remember back in the day, people wouldn't just blatantly just be out here just like, oh, I smoke weed, or blatantly promoting smoking weed. A lot of times, especially being in a place where it's not legalized, a lot of times people will be hiding, you know, it's something that they do low key, you know what I mean? Like you would try to walk in the house, like you would smoke, you try to walk in the house, you just spray so you don't smell like it, you know what I mean? And you'll try to cover up that smell. But nowadays, people just blatantly walking around smelling like weed. They don't care. They just out in the public smoking weed and stuff of that nature. And it's sad because it's a normal thing in today's society, which it wasn't like that back in the day, or back when I was growing up and stuff of that nature and before. Another thing is everybody smokes weed nowadays. I mean, it don't matter how young they are. It don't matter if they're super old. Like, it seems like everybody and their mama smokes weed now. And everywhere you turn, it's promoted too as well. Any social media that you look up, any kind of music videos and stuff like that, or just talking to people on a day-to-day basis, like it's like they try to peer pressure you to smoke and stuff of that nature. It's everywhere, you know, everybody does it. Nowadays it's like it's cool to smoke, you know. If you're not smoking, you're lame or something like that. But in all honestly, you're not a lame if you're not smoking. To be real with you, you're more stronger than everybody else, because it's rare to find somebody that don't smoke weed. It's rare for people to like deny weed and stuff of that nature. Nowadays, like I said before, everybody's smoking, you know, and they'll try to peer pressure you to smoke as well. They'll try to say that you're lame, or you say that you're not cool, or try to throw some kind of shade to you just because you don't want to smoke, you know. You don't have to smoke. Be your own person. Have your own mindset. Be strong, you know. Don't be no average Joe. Be more than the average Joe. Be that person that's above the average Joe. And then try to help people out. Show them that you don't have to, you know, you don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to be like everybody, because that's literally what's wrong with today's society. Everybody want to be just like everybody else. Nah, be unique. Be that difference maker. Be that person that stands out, you know. It's cool to stand out. It's cool to be unique, you know. That's how you get the most attractions, being different, being yourself, genuinely being yourself. And weed is getting legalized everywhere, in like all the states, you know what I mean? It's so easy to access nowadays, you know. It ain't nothing to go down the street, to go to a dispensary and get some weed, you know, or to hit up your homeboy, your homegirl, and ask them if they got something on them. And it's nothing to just go around the corner and find some weed to buy and purchase, you know. It's easy. It's everywhere. Like I was saying before, everybody already smokes it, and it's a sociable drug. Like they say, weed is a sociable drug, so that means that it don't matter who you are. You could be around somebody and they might offer you to smoke just because it's a sociable drug. Like, it's not a drug that you would just do on your own 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10 when you smoking, you have other people with you that you're able to smoke with, you know. Or it opens you up to ask people, you know, to help socialize with other people. Now we're going to talk about some more of the problems and how we can fix those problems. So one of the major problems that people don't talk about when it comes to weed is money. Yo, weed is expensive and it adds up. The more that you purchase throughout the years, it adds up. But you know what's so crazy is, like, you're smoking weed and you're getting this feeling, you're not even realizing how much money you spending. Like, if you really sit back and think about how much money you done spent in a year or in a couple months on weed, you'll probably be mad at yourself. you probably really feel like you done spent more money on weed than your own bills or saving up, you know what I mean? Because think about it, you spending $30-$40 a week or $100 a week on weed, and you only, as soon as you smoke that weed, it's gone. So it ain't like nothing that it's like replenishable. It's like, it ain't nothing that you could just keep using over and over and over. You know what I mean? As soon as you smoke that little bit of weed, it's gone, and you have to go buy more. So you spending $100. As soon as you smoke that $100 up, now here you go. You got to get another $100 or scrape up another $100 just to find more. And now it's bad because you're relying on weed. You need weed to function. So now you scraping up all you can get just to get some of this weed. And all that money keeps adding up and adding up and adding up. But don't nobody talks about that. Everybody just disregards that, you know. And then we're going to go back to speaking on coping. Weed is not a good coping method because, like I said before, as soon as you smoke that weed and you come down from that high, reality is just going to be right back in your face, you know. Reality is just going to be there. It might even be 10 times harder. Like I said before, you still gonna have to face those same problems that you were trying to run from. Only thing it's gonna do is delay the timing of that problem instead of you being the man or woman and actually facing those problems head on, you know. If you just go ahead and get up and face those problems head on and go ahead and get those problems out your life or solve those problems, then you'll be able to move on to the next thing. The more you smoke weed, the more that you're gonna delay figuring those problems out. You know what I mean? And then here you are trying to figure that problem out, and you re-mad, or you even in a worse state than you was before because now reality done set in after you done had your little time away. Now reality done came back full force like, yo, I'm still here. So just find better ways to cope. If you feeling some type of way, like I said, go work out. Go to the gym. Go for a run or something like that. I already said in my other video, working out, running and stuff of that nature is way more than just a physical attribute, way more than just like trying to look good. It's really a mental thing. Working out and running is more of a mental thing than it is a physical thing, honestly. You'll be able to think clearer, you'll be able to figure things out clearer, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to work through your problems while you're running and working out. Next time you want to smoke and you feeling some type of way, somebody done made you mad, instead of smoking, go work out. And then let me know how that does for you. Last thing we're going to talk about is how smoking weed, you won't have control over your thoughts. You won't have control over your body either. When you smoke weed, it's not you anymore. You're letting other spirits in. You're letting things come and take control of you. That's why it feels so good whenever you smoke weed, because it's not you. You know, that's why I feel like reality is not here. It's a psychedelic. You know what I'm saying? It takes, that weed takes over your mind. So you're not going to be able to think. It's not you thinking. It's that substance. It's that psychedelic that's thinking. Psychedelics is a drug that is for the mind. It alters the mind, the state of mind that you're in. You know, that's what psychedelics do. Same thing for shrooms, acid, and stuff of that nature. Weed is literally a psychedelic as well. But people don't talk about it. They always want to say that, oh, it's natural, it's from the earth and stuff of that nature. It might be, but it's not good for you, you know. It's so many things that people don't speak about that hurts you instead of benefits you. People only want to speak about the benefits, but nobody want to talk about the real and what it does to you. So this is just my little rant, my little hot take on how I think THC is destroying our generation, you know. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment. Let me know where you from. Let me know where you watching this from. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment about that. Make sure you leave a like I said before. That helps the algorithm put our video out to people that needs to see it, because I believe that God is giving me these videos to reach the people, especially people around my age and people that's younger. You know, it's not really too many mentors, there's not really too many people that want to see people do good, and that's what I want. You know, I want to see people become the best person, the best version they could be. And it's a lot of things that society put on us that we don't be able to talk about. So this is why I'm making these videos. God put it on my heart to make these videos. So if you would just leave a like, you know, and it will help us out a whole lot, honestly. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Like I said, I post twice a week, every Tuesday and every Thursday. And so, yeah, I guess I'll check y'all on the next video. I hope y'all have a good day. I hope y'all have a good week. I hope y'all have a good month. And I'll check y'all later. Peace.